just ahead.
Jim, this is a nice way to get there.
This lawyer is making millions by taking on nursing homes.
How many cases do you have going right now?
Probably 2 to 3.
He's certainly doing well, but is he doing any good?
He's a wolf in sheep's clothing, a bandit dressed up as a crusader.
You decide. Next.
Have you looked at the depositions in that case? We're seeing malnutrition, dehydration.
These are terrible pictures.
Multiple, repeatable, but preventable infections.
Florida lawyer Jim Wilkes has built a profitable career out of suing nursing homes.
This entire firm deals only with nursing home cases.
Yes, ma'am. Is this the file against Arbors?
Off the top of your head, how many cases do you have going right now?
Probably 200 to 300.
200 to 300?
100. I'm talking about cases that we've determined there is positive evidence of abuse or neglect. It is an epidemic.
The epidemic keeps his 20 attorneys on the go.
Where exactly are we going today?
We're going to Miami.
Hopping on the corporate jet.
Jim, this is a nice way to get there.
It's a real nice way to get there.
To cover cases all around the states.
You're going to go up in the front?
Yeah, they say that no pain, no gain in business.
This is beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. I didn't know it until I got one, and they're right. First engine, starting engines.
South Station 650 Alpha Charlie, Roger. Runway 18 right.
We have offices in Florida and Alabama.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. We just opened in Texas, so we need a plane. You can't get to those places.
Looking good.
Yep. Attorney Wilkes is not above advertising for even more business.
At Wilkes & McHugh, we help families when a loved one has suffered pain or death in a nursing home.
They're getting away with it.
In a given year, 1 in 5 Florida nursing homes is cited for serious problems.
No, wait a minute. They don't document anything.
The not-for-profit facilities, you don't have the tendency to want to cut staff or cut supplies.
Listen to this.
So that you can look good for the next quarterly report.
For Wilkes and his clients, that's meant some serious money.
All right, let's bring the jury back.
We've had cases in the several millions of dollars.
Jim's clothed himself in righteousness.
Where's the jury?
As far as we're concerned, he's a wolf in sheep's clothing, a bandit dressed up as a crusader.
And in it, just for the money, says nursing home spokesman Max Stepanovich, noting that under Florida law, homes pay Wilkes' fees if they lose even trivial cases.
Jim Wilkes is out there reinvesting his money, soliciting people to sue nursing homes. Because it doesn't cost him anything to do it, we have to pay the check. They may win something. It's like the lottery, for God's sakes. It doesn't cost them anything. Why not take a roll?
If we were talking about daycare, child care, I don't think we'd be saying, well, we're going to accept a certain level of abuse.
He has no disincentive to not just sue until he just bleeds nursing homes white.
The industry cannot stand you.
No, they don't like me at all.
They do not like you.
No.
Why do they hate you so?
I caught them.
An early catch.
Well, my dad was born in Washington, D.C.
$2.7 million for Wilbur Spillman.
The horrible things that were going on in this nursing home. The horrible things.
Damages levied against the home where Spillman's father, Walter, died.
They tried to say, let's settle, this, that, and the other. No, I'm not going to settle.
The elder Spillman had Alzheimer's and a host of other problems.
The physician said that he had a bowel blockage, so to stop feeding, which they'll do for, say, 24 hours or something. I understood that. But they never turned it back on. And they know it was over 7 days that my dad didn't have food or water.
Nobody fed him for a week?
Not for a week.
Adding to his misery,
the bed sores came on his buttocks, one on each side. A bed sore the size of $50.
Though they visited often,
there was one of us there every day.
The Spillmans had no idea what really was going on.
It happened in front of our eyes.
The old man died in 1990 of an overwhelming infection.
It was the bed sores that actually killed him.
In a nursing home that consistently had passed state inspections.
They only had staff and supplies when state was coming in. In Mr. Spillman's case, there was not enough staff and supplies to get the job done.
How could that happen?
The state gets duped.
Sometimes bad conditions are so obvious states do close a home.
We're here to serve you notice of a revocation of your license.
But Florida, like most, does routine inspections only once a year.
They usually come at predictable schedules, so the industry knows they're going to be there.
And a lot can happen in a year.
The challenges we face are often greater than the resources we have.
And, says Florida Healthcare Administrator Doug Cook,
All right.
working in a nursing home is a very hard job.
We don't pay a great deal of money to these folks. They do get worn out. This is a very, very difficult condition. Now, I'm not justifying that. I'm just saying that is the reality that we face.
It's a reality, the industry insists, only made worse by big lawsuits that eat up money patients could use.
He would, of course, say, well, stop doing bad things and we'll stop suing.
Well, maybe sometimes that he'll be so successful that some of these homes will just have to close their doors. And then we'll see what a service Jim Wilkes has done.
If you really want me to stop suing, Wilkes says, why not make sure nobody has a case?
The cost of prevention is much less than the cost of dealing with the consequences that is caused by this bad treatment.